Mend your heart, free the soul. Mend your heart, free your soul. The greatest battle we face is often the relationship between our heart and our soul. Your heart may be burdened with a great deal of trauma and pain that is kept beyond the reach of your soul. Believing that doing so is what protects you from bearing the emotional and physical pain that the heart continues to carry on its own. But in doing so, we keep our heart and our soul divided, in a constant battle where the soul desires to understand and give what the heart refuses to give itself, the lasting love and compassion it deserves. The pain we feel inside our hearts, when left unexamined, only keeps our soul in the dark. In doing so, we avoid acknowledging our past, our trauma, our experiences, and in turn, we fail to ever validate all that was, is, and will forever be. The only person you will have for the rest of your life with certainty is yourself. So if you continue to seek love and validation almost as a form of currency, then you may live your entire life believing that love and happiness can only be found on the outside. I don't doubt that it can, but will happiness on the outside ever be permanent if it depends on conditions being met that are not always going to be in your control? To keep our soul chasing for validation and our heart desiring compassion on the outside is to continue to cause unnecessary suffering onto yourself. For when our heart learns to open, let itself feel what it needs to feel, without hesitation, without judgment, and without placing blame. Processing your trauma and hardships in life is more about simply acknowledging that they happened and you were hurt, and you have every right to feel the emotions that come with that pain. But the dangers of opting to shift blame rather than taking accountability leads to vengeful ruminations that only serve the currency of ego and degradation rather than the love of the heart and soul. Once your soul can finally acknowledge and validate what the heart has suffered through, things begin to change. You begin to find in yourself all that you ever needed to be. You begin to unlock a sense of love and understanding of yourself that is unmatched. Your soul begins to take its full form, and with it, you will find the spirit and love of God. This is only something you can find for yourself, and it can be a lonely battle, but it is one we all go through and one we must go through, because only you can find and become who you've always needed to be. This isn't something you do with others in mind, it is what you choose to do for yourself first. To understand your worth means understand all that you ever were, all you are now, and all you could ever be. From there, you will have all you need for the rest of your life, and who you will meet on the other side of this journey will be destined to be with you till the very end. Never give up, never let go. Always believe and have faith. Don't put a limit on your growth, and with an open heart and rested soul, you will become all that you knew you could be and more. Hold no expectations. Be curious, be kind, be loving, and know you are always loved. At certain times in our lives, we're often led to question so much about the world we live in, people, and what role we ought to play. It is often a time we must really withhold from a lot of external pressures that can fill an unanswered void. No matter if we seek to find the answers from within, with time and patience and a lot of courage, we will find ourselves more bound to the connection between the mind and body, how our soul is capable of keeping our bodies alive, persevering through life's toughest afflictions. In the end, we will find our way to peace, to self-love from within. It's an intuition greater than our senses, unlocking that and opening about the burden truth that cause cognitive imbalances during a time of crisis, of loneliness, facing the toughest battles together. I hope you gain a connection with these words, and I hope for the sake of your heart and our soul that you find the answers that awaken heaven's beautiful sky.